All right, folks, here we are at the KC Sports Crown Town Challenge. This is the championship game. This will be between the KC Roosters. This will be between the KC Roosters and MacNSeitz. I got the peanut gallery in here early and helping out, telling me they can't hear, but there's a small delay. But we are playing at the Capital Federal Sports Complex of Liberty out here in Liberty, Missouri today. KC Roosters, an independent team right out of Liberty, and then MacNSeitz playing out of the facility of Martin City, just south of the Kansas City market. We got kids from all over the KC metro area, Lee Summit, Leewood, and, of course, Missouri, my son, up in the Liberty market. And so we have some good familiarity with the KC Roosters. We played them in the first game of pool play on Friday night. Close matchup. KC Roosters coming out on top 8-5. They got the bats going early, and MacNSeitz didn't get it going until a little bit late and fell short on a late comeback. But both teams playing well in the tournament this weekend. KC Roosters winning against the Prodigy Shockers here this morning, and then beating Competitive Edge, and now in the championship game facing our MacNSeitz team. MacNSeitz over PPA Prime, and then beating the number 1 seed, the Inside Edge, to play here in the championship game. We earned that home billing, and we are all set and ready to go here, guys. Let's get that emblem off there. For the KC Roosters, leading off, number 27. John Sherrod. And 2 pitches, 2 balls. Starting out for MacNSeitz up there on the bump is Hudson Wood. And then behind the dish is Isaac Dixon. Swing and miss there. So an opportunity to visit with some of the local parents for this KC Roosters team. I'm obviously familiar with some of them because we are right here in Liberty. Swing and miss for strike 2, and now a 2-2 count. And as I watched the KC Roosters play, saw John with a nice piece of hitting there early. And now Woods will work with the full count. But both teams getting lower seeds and beating higher seeds to make it all the way to the championship. And Sherrod with a leadoff walk. That'll bring number 3, Wyatt T, to the plate. Ball in play. This one over to second base. Could be a double play ball. And got him. Man, oh man. How many guys can I tag on that one? Fantastic play. Who's playing second? So obviously I'm still learning the guys, but starting off with a double play there. Fly ball high in the sky. We've got time to get there, and center field collects that one for out number 3. And I tell you what, MacNSeitz starting with a lead-off walk, but then with some good pitch efficiency, KC Roosters hitting into a double play and then a fly ball. So not even 10 pitches in, and that'll move us to bottom of the first. So let's go ahead and review that lineup for MacNSeitz. First up will be number 44, Cooper McCowan, followed by number 5, Mason Gellender. Hitting in the 3-hole is number 2, Colston Colquitt, followed by number 27, Tucker Lee, hitting in the cleanup spot. Then number 22, Hudson Woods, followed by number 21, Paxton Crowther. And then number 79, Isaac Dixon, followed by number 27, Parker Simons. Batting 9, number 4, Alex Kilman. And then number 10, or batting 10th is number 3, Bryson Spear. And then rounding out the lineup is number 10, Sebastian Wingrove. So that's how we will line up. And this is number 8, Maddox H for the KC Roosters. Coming in with some good velocity there, 71 miles an hour. A little bit of an unorthodox pitching motion. Might be a little bit tougher for the guys to pick up on that ball. And so with good velocity on top of maybe a little bit of a different pitching motion could add to his advantage. Oh. That one I thought was a little bit high, but a 1-2 count nonetheless, and McCowan with a great hit in his last at-bat. And puts the bat on the ball there. Love having a leadoff lefty in the lineup. As you saw earlier, KC Roosters have the same. Oh, swing and a miss. And McCowan down on strikes. That'll bring up number 5, Mason Gellender. So ballpark as a whole starting to clear out, but a couple of teams left here in this championship game. And so a lot of energy you'll see over there in the dugout for MacNSeitz. And ball outside. So working in and working out is Wyatt T. And Gellender showing some patience. Ball right back to pitch. He gloves that, and that is going to be out number 2. So quick reaction for Wyatt T. As he's able to cleanly glove that, turn around and make a nice throw over to first. That is going to bring up number 2, Colston Colquitt. And good-looking curveball right there. That one coming in 59 miles an hour. So right there at about, 11, 12 miles an hour difference. And follows up with a fastball. And a foul tip, but catch holds on to it. And the Roosters make quick work of MacNSeitz, just as MacNSeitz did for them. So score still even, and that'll quickly move us to the top of the second. And I'll move towards a quick audio break. All right, and so Hudson Woods will return back out on the mound. Great pitch efficiency there in the first. And MacNSeitz looking for a copy of a great first inning. So important to note, this is brand new territory for MacNSeitz Black. First championship game, and a number of tough losses here early in the season, but developing great character and grit. And now they find themselves here competing for the championship in the Crown Town Challenge. Nice looking pitch right there for Woods. And he starts off the batter 0-1. Missing just outside. And that's number 4, Schmidt, for the Roosters. Yeah, as I was watching the Roosters earlier, I saw him hit one over the fence. So good hitter. High fly ball right side. And that is out, number 1. And so maybe some silly little antics out there in right field. He puts both hands up like he won a marathon and trying to keep the team loose. So lots of smiles around the diamond, and that has been key for MacNSeitz in this tournament. Everybody playing loose and having fun. You will find times that the pressure to compete and be perfect can be overwhelming and paralyzing. So the pursuit of perfection is the enemy of progress, and the boys playing loose here. So and curveball missing. That one at 59 miles an hour. Fly ball right side. This one's going to be close down the line. It is fair. And Tucker Lee quickly getting out there. Just keeping that down to a single. Missing down. Now 1-0 count. That is number 22, Colin J. at the plate for Roosters. Runner now on first base. And missing down there too. So now 2-0 count. Woods checks the runner at first. And 3 pitches, 3 balls. Woods characteristically good velocity guy. Maybe a little bit down here trying to dial it in. Pickoff attempt over there at first. And Roosters back up safe, no problem. So Collins stepping back into the box. And one gets through the infield. That'll be a single. And that'll put 2 on. Just one down here, top of the second. And you may have noticed a young man coming up there to collect a bat. That was Brody Carr. So missing from the lineup for the KC Roosters, who was in the lineup on Friday. Sustained a little bit of a thumb injury in the game on Saturday. And so unfortunately unable to go today. I imagine the Roosters have to be missing him. Fly ball, left side. And out number 2. So with the Roosters threatening on second and first, MacNSeitz now with 2 down and an opportunity to leave a couple stranded. But that brings up number 29, Felix C. And a good pitch there. Coming in 67 miles an hour. So Woods kind of sitting Friday night more around the mid-70. And he's throwing quite a bit of off-speed right now. So Roosters tagging a lot of the higher velocity pitching. So Woods kind of switching it up on him. Now 2-1 count. Three-one count, and a big pitch right here. That one down on the turf, and that will load the bases. That'll bring up number 12, Zach Ablin. And the Roosters will do a quick courtesy runner. Runner now set, and Woods will work from the windup.
Hey, take a breath, Hudson. You all right?
There we go. And so Woods challenges Zach right down the pipe. Now 1-1 count. Oh, and so that one missing outside. So now 3-1 count. And Woods needing a strike right here. Ablin with a good pitch to hit. And he takes a ball. That will bring one home for the Roosters. So not a base hit, not a ball, not a sac fly, but a walk brings home that first run for the KC Roosters. And so not unlike what we saw a little bit on Friday night, but Friday night conditions so different, so much dampness, so much wet. And a little chipper right up second base. And MacNSeitz gets out of that inning. Roosters will leave 3 stranded, but do put 1 on the board, and they will go up 1-0. Okay, so the Roosters will stick with number 8, MacNSeitz, out there on the bump. Good start here to his first inning. And this will move us to inning number 2. Now, leading off is going to be number 27, Tucker Lee, and then followed by Hudson Woods looking on from the on-deck circle. So Tucker's such a leader for this crew right here. Trying to be positive with each of the guys out there and just change the some of that temperament in the dugout. I think he's done as good of a job there as he's done out at the plate. And 2 pitches, 2 balls for Maddox. That last one coming in 71 miles an hour, but well outside. Oh. And what clearly looked like a strike to me, Tucker Lee thought was a ball inside. And now he's down to a full count as he fouls that one off left side. So MacNSeitz battling back, doing a good job there. And ball 4, that one well outside. So you can hear the crowd very vocal towards our home plate umpire on both sides of the fence. And I'll tell you, arguing balls and strikes, never worth anybody's energy. Nobody better to call a ball and a strike than the guy standing right behind the plate. This crew has done a fantastic job, in my opinion, here leading up to the championship game. Foul tip right there. So Woods just missing on that one. No movement from Lee over at first. Oh, late jump there, and Lee gets gunned down. That was not a good jump at all, folks. Lee with good speed, but that was just not a good jump. And that'll be out number 1. So pitch still to Hudson Woods up here. And he gets hit by pitch. So boys still figuring out to have some fun. But I could tell that Lee did not have a good enough lead there. Got a late jump as well. And credit to Maddox. Quick delivery. So important. And then a great throw there by Felix C. Swing and a miss. So Roosters, not unlike MacNSeitz, coming up with a good play there when they needed it. MacNSeitz with a double play there in the first. Crowther rolls over on that one. Little chopper, foul territory, right side. And let's get a better view of his at-bat. Good lead by Hudson Woods over at first. And he goes, swing and a miss. And Crowther goes down on strikes. But Woods now in scoring position, and MacNSeitz looking for an opportunity to tie that game up. Woods does represent a tying run. And Isaac Dixon at the plate. Ball in play, this one over to short. And that's out number 3. So excited fans for their teams, cheering everyone on. Roosters doing a good job coming up with a very important out as Lee makes his way on base with a leadoff. walk, but gets thrown out at second. Now our MacNSeitz boys will take the field. And there may be a little bit of, nope, looks like Hudson Woods strutting out here to the pitching mound. All right, and now the Roosters already back up to the top of their lineup, and John Sherrod will step into the box. He chases one high for strike one. So count now 1-1. Woods working from the windup. And that one off the glove of Dixon. That'll be ball number 2. John fouls that one back. Now 2-2 count. And funny little contest here for both teams are even competing for the foul balls. Nice looking curveball, but outside. Trying to get John to chase, but he wisely stays off. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for Woods. Boys throw that one around the horn, and that'll bring up number 3, Wyatt T, to the plate. And a nice hit. That's going to get through the infield. That'll be good for a single. And now number 8, Maddox H. Looks like Coach Baker up there wanting to talk with Woods, and that will be it for Woods. So a good start and a good effort by him. Threw a number of pitches on Friday night, so we knew we weren't going to go far with him here today. Now let's see who Baker has planned out for pitcher number 2. So this is number 5, Mason Gellender. No, we've not seen him pitch yet. And so a question coming out saying, hey, have we seen Mason pitch today? Or no, I take that back. He did. He pitched on day number 2. He came in after Henry Block, right? And so both Mason and Henry combined for a win in game number 2 of pool play, and Mason coming in relief here. So warm-up's complete, plays ready to resume. Now Mason Gelleder at the helm. Runner on first, just one down. Hard hit ball. Oh no! Center fielder dives for it. It gets by him, and the left fielder was not going out behind him initially. And an RBI double. So the parent crowd for the Roosters exuberant, with the Roosters going up 2-0. So got to applaud the effort, but my goodness, we really needed to have either the right or the left fielder going in behind that center fielder. But, folks, a lot of ground to cover right there. It was shaded a little bit more to the left, but a good effort and no luck there. That'll cost a run for MacNSeitz. But MacNSeitz no stranger to working being down in the game. As you saw there in the semifinal, they were down in the game early and did not come back until the 5th. And in the 5th, they took a commanding lead. So their goal right now, their goal right now is to keep this matchup close. Give themselves a chance at some run production, get back in the game. Missing inside. And now 2-2 count. And this is number 4, Schmidt, at the plate. Being patient and working his way back to a full count. Turns on that one, and that's going to get down for a single. So that's going to bring up number 99, Cody T. And MacNSeitz now with an opportunity and a force out at all bases. This one in play could be a double play style type ball, and an error. So you got to think he was thinking double play the whole time. Took his eye off the ball at the last moment as he was looking for his foot placement on the bag. And the Rooster coming from first base made quick work. Deep fly ball, that's going to be foul territory. And so unfortunately, not coming up with an out there and when we had an opportunity on 2. That loads the bases and puts number 22, Colin J, at the plate. He scoots inside that ball, thrown behind him. Had he just stayed in the box right there, that would have been another run for the Roosters. Pop up, That's going to be foul territory, and Isaac Dixon, the catcher, not able to come up with that one.
Hey, battle, let's go.
Quickly got up, took him a moment to track that ball, and ton of backspin on it. Always a difficult catch with that catcher's glove. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. So Gellender coming up big for us in that game too, and if you recall, Block had done a good job, but was in a tight spot. I think runners on the corners when Gellender came in, and he struck out the next 2 batters. So striking 1 out there. And now we have another lefty at the plate. This is Nash in for the Roosters. Missing outside on that one. And Gellender, you'll recall, as you look on your the top of your screen there where you can see the pitch velocity. Not a big pitch velocity kind of guy. Kind of mid-50s into the 60s. And finds himself a strike right there. So modest leads, but with 2 outs, runner's going to be going on contact. And now looking to get away from a full count here. So it's 3-1. Big pitch here. Typically a hitter's pitch. Let's see what Gellender can come up with. Little chopper over to first. And that is out number 3. So as the Roosters threatened with a number of runners, they strand 3, but do put 1 up on the board. And so that is now 2-0. In favor of the KC Roosters. So a pretty talkative dugout throughout this tournament has been the MacNSeitz dugout. And maybe some of that energy a little bit subdued, but we're going to see them pop back up as soon as the play gets back into as play resumes. There we go. Now I'm starting to hear some chatter. And the Roosters take the field. Short pause here. Oh no, and so it looks like we are meeting here at midfield, and looks like we've got a tournament director and both the coaches meeting here at midfield. Don't know what the situation is, and I think we're going to have to take a quick look. So as soon as we have some news on that, we of course will share it with the viewers. No idea what this one could be. Sometimes teams will challenge rosters, or teams will challenge bats. Sometimes if an illegal bat has been used. And the ball game is called. And we're going to work to find out what's happened here. That is tip. Oh, no. And so not the way that you want to see a championship game go down, but it looks like there's a possibility that MacNSeitz has been disqualified due to
MacNSeitz went over on pitching and got an out, so Roosters win.
that Mason Gellender, or was that Hudson Woods? So it looks like MacNSeitz went over on the pitch count for one of their pitchers, and we got an out with that pitcher. Not sure what the pitch count was or how many outs it was, but my belief and my thought coming into this game was that, of course, MacNSeitz had a number of arms where we had plenty of innings and plenty of outs left. And unfortunately, looks like that wasn't the case. Not sure if that was Hudson Woods or if that was Mason Gellender, but not the way that the Roosters want to win a championship. They're a class act and a great team. Certainly, I cannot believe that MacNSeitz was trying to do something, a little shisty there or anything like that. So really unfortunate. I can see that the boys are incredibly disappointed. I know that we had a number of kids left yet to throw. So right now, that what you're seeing here is the presentation of the rings or the medals, whatever the case may be. But what I can tell you is that both teams played incredibly well here in the KC Crowntown, the Crowntown Challenge, rather, presented by KC Sports. And it looks like there will be some picture opportunities with some banners. MacNSeitz will be listed as the runner-up, and of course, the KC Roosters will be listed as the champion. And if MacNSeitz certainly had gone over on the pitch count, definitely the Roosters deserve that win. So disappointing outcome here, as I'm sure both the boys, both groups of boys wanted to compete all the way to the end. But Roosters were up 2-0 at the point this one was called. Incredibly disappointing. So great weekend of baseball, folks. Thank you guys for joining us here. And that is all I'll leave you with. Thanks again so much.